Preston Bates here with the venerable, the legendary, the great Carl Benjamin of Lotus Eaters. Carl, thank you for speaking to America.
Venerable.
The venerable.
I mean, he's old.
The esteemed. Yeah,
that's a bit better.
Okay,
No,
the esteemed, the workhorse, the true horse, the wise Sargon of Akkad, right?
Well, Carl's just fine, thank you.
Carl, okay. So, Carl, what do you plan? Give us a preview of the core message you plan to share on stage today.
For a long time, they've been trying to act as if this is a marginal movement, but I think the numbers today demonstrate this is by far from being on the margins. And actually, it makes them look far more isolated and out of touch with what the average person in the country thinks. And I think that's just self-evident at this point.
How would you describe the difference between a year ago when we were at Trafalgar Square and where we are now? Do you feel like there's been a tremendous amount of momentum and change in the British politics?
I mean, this is at least 4 or 5 times bigger than the Trafalgar Square one, which was probably between 50 and 100,000. This is colossal. There's very much a change in attitude in politics in Britain at the moment, where it's evident that patriotism is going to be the foundation you'll have to stand on in order to win in the future. And even Keir Starmer is trying to act like a patriot. Even the Greens are trying to act like patriots. And so it's quite evident that this has caused all of that.
What's your reaction to Shabana becoming the first Muslim Home Secretary in charge of the Home Office, MI5, border immigration? And she said that her first allegiance is to Islam and not to this country. What's your reaction to that recent news?
Well, I'm not exactly thrilled.
It's an understatement.
Yes.
Do you think that I was covering Reform UK last week at the conference? Nigel Farage now saying he's willing to increase deportations. A big change.
Yeah, from his original position of I don't want to be associated with mass deportations. Well, again, this is what this movement has accomplished. It has made the right-wing position the normal position that everyone else is running to catch up with. Which is good, because that means that basically we're controlling the direction in which the country is going, and they're running to catch up.
Do you feel like, of course, Nigel Farage is watching this, do you feel like he's missing in action by not being here today?
Yes, but that's a very complex thing to answer, because there's a lot of history between Nigel and basically everyone else on the right. So he was never going to be here.
Do you think it's do you think this is symptomatic of the increasing momentum that it took? Reform stood for election last summer, and they had 30,000 members approximately. Now it's around 290,000, and now Advance just got to 30,000 in a couple months.
Yep.
Do you think this is a symptom of the times where we're at here?
Yeah, I mean the state of the country has never been worse, and it affects everyone. It's all over. So, sorry, a friend of mine's teasing me, and it's all over the place, and so you can't help but become political when you see the country collapsing around you.
What would your message be to an American audience watching this? We're having a moment.
I think they're trying to have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk.
Looks like that moment passed. Impertinently, what's your message to an American audience watching this and wondering how they can support their brothers and sisters across the pond?
Just all the moral support you can send is worth it. We're going to do it, though. We're going to win.
Thank you so much for speaking with me, Carl. I really appreciate it. God bless you.